In the previous episode, we get to learn about one of the main characters named Power. We learned about her past. It is told that after she became a friend, she used to kill animals in the forest and drank their blood. One night, she was out in the forest to hunt another animal. She saw a cat, and when she was about to eat her, she changed her mind. She decides that the cat is really weak, so she would keep her and feed her until it is big enough to be hunted. However, when she started living with the cat, Power fell in love with the cat. The cat was then taken by the Bat Devil, and they have to save her at any cost. Denji vows to help her with that if she allows him to touch her oranges, and she agrees. Episode 4 begins, and Power is seen decapitating animals in the forest and drinking blood from them. She continues to spend time with Myobi, who starts to grow on her. When the Bat Devil captures Myobi and requests a human in return, Power doesn't hesitate and heads towards the city. All while wondering why she is doing it, she finds saving Myobi is a foolish reason, as she loved blood. However, she recently realized that blood is warm and feels pleasant. Power wakes up, holding Myobi, being held by Denji, with the Bat Devil's intestines surrounding them. Power then goes on to ask Denji why on earth did he try to save her, because she's the one who actually tried to kill him. Well, Denji has his own reasons. He goes on to point towards her oranges, saying that he just wants to touch them. Power goes on to think that it is a really foolish reason, but then she looks at her cat, and seeing that it is safe, she goes on to allow him to touch her oranges. Denji is now over the moon because touching a pair of her oranges has been his dream for a long time. Denji gets really excited and raises his arms, but it gets blown off at that moment. The Leech Devil then picks up his arm and eats it. Power is unable to move and tells Denji to take Myobi and run. Denji pulls a cord in his chest, but only a small chainsaw comes out, and he figures that he must be low on blood. Denji realizes that he has lost a lot of blood already, and that he's gonna need some more blood to be able to fully transform as he usually does. Leech Devil, on the other hand, understands that Denji is the one who has killed this Bat Devil, and we learned that Leech is his girlfriend. The devil finds Denji cute and of her type, so she decides to let him go. However, the devil intends to kill Power and Myobi. Denji, however, does not agree with it at all. Denji prepares to fight the Leech Devil, states that if that's the case, he will also be dying. Power thinks that Denji is already stupid or really horny who's willing to risk his life just to be able to touch a pair of oranges. As they start to fight, Denji runs around trying to dodge her attacks. Eventually, she manages to land a punch, but the Leech Devil pushes him back, saying that he seems quite weak to be able to kill the Bat Devil. She reveals that they had a dream where she and he would kill all humans, a noble and a romantic dream. However, Denji is the one who ruined their goals and their dreams as he killed her partner. Denji refuses to die before he's able to cop a feel. He goes on to say that he's not gonna die until he touched a pair of oranges, and even the Leech Devil finds it creepy. The Leech Devil goes on to make fun of his dream, runs at the devil, and manages to cut her neck with a small chainsaw in his head. Denji then rants how everyone makes fun of his dream when their own dreams are like taking revenge, killing humans, and saving cats. Getting more and more angry, he states that they should have a dream battle, and if he kills her, it would mean her dream was weaker than his. The Leech Devil mocks him that even his yelling is weak. Then Denji runs at her. Denji keeps getting beaten up by the devil, but every time he gets a strike, it motivates him even more, or it makes him even crazier for the fight, and he keeps coming back. He finally regroups and starts avoiding her attacks. He grabs an intestine and starts wrapping it around Leech Devil, making her drop to her knees. The fight becomes more wild as they exchange blows, and Denji starts acting crazier and crazier. Eventually, he jumps at her, but she pierces his chest with her tongue, defeating him. As she's about to eat him, Aki shows up and uses Kon, eating the Leech Devil's head with a Fox Devil. The Fox Devil asks Aki the permission to swallow the Leech Devil, and Aki says yes to it. Aki confirms the extermination of the Leech Devil and orders the newbie Devil Hunters, who have come with, to do search and try to rescue. He then asks Himino, a senior, to keep watch for more devils. As we look on, the Fox Devil disappears in the smoke. The scene then changes, and we see Denji waking up in a hospital. He sees that he has his left arm's back, and it looks the same as it has always been. This is when Aki goes on to tell him that they found his arm and is only needed some blood infusion to reattach. He says that it would have been a hassle to attach the hand if Denji was just a human, but he is a devil too, so healing powers are much stronger. Denji notes that Aki looked quite friendly with the Fox Devil. Aki explains that the devil hunters form contracts with the devils in order to fight against them. In exchange for power from the Fox Devil, Aki offered a bit of his body as a food. In that case, it was some skin. He goes on to tell him that his relationship with the Fox Devil is exactly the same as the one Denji had with Pochita. Denji tries to reach for the apples that Aki was cutting, but Aki pulls them away. Aki states that devils and fiends yearn for death of humans. Denji states that power seems cool. Aki then goes on to reveal that they found them by following surveillance cameras, which led to a house where supposedly the bad devil was, and there was a lot of Denji's blood there. Aki guesses that the power had tried to kill Denji, but it doesn't know why Denji is protecting her. Denji plays dumb and states that he doesn't know what happened. Aki recalls that there were reports of people wanting to thank the Chainsaw Devil, as it saved them, but one of the men was abusing him because Denji threw his car on the devil as he was fighting. He tells Denji that if he keeps digging, he will need to write a report, and he reports all of the truth back to Makima. It could be very much leading to Power's disposal, along with Denji, as he covers for her. However, as there are no fatalities, and if Denji accepts one condition, Aki will forget about it. Aki pushes the apples to Denji and tells him that he will not rat him out to Makima if he is willing to take orders from Aki, and if he will continue with his current lifestyle. While eating the apple, Denji agrees and states that he may not have a big dream or be as serious as Aki, but Aki can count on him. Aki then gets out of the hospital room, and outside, he is stopped by Power, who has been waiting for him with Himeno. As Aki is about to just walk past the two, as he does not want to talk to Power, Power states that he must have gotten confirmation from Denji that she is innocent. Aki then goes on to uncuff her, and Himeno says that if he releases her and she again goes on to kill someone, their blood is going to be on Aki's hands, and he is the one who will be responsible for this. Aki releases Power and states that they are devil hunters, and he knows that fiends and devils are their enemies too, but they help him to kill the other devils too. So, if the devils and fiends are useful, they will use them against their enemies as long as they are willing to take orders without creating any problems. In the evening, Aki visits Makima at the headquarters and reports about Denji and Power. He explains that while they are patrolling, they ended up going outside the patrol zone and discovered a house they felt had a devil inside it. He states that they did not find any gun flesh in the two devils. Makima thanks him for the report, but notes that Denji and Power managed to get quite far without anyone noticing, so they have broken rules despite the fact that they have done something productive. Aki, who has made a deal with Denji, now goes on to say that they can overlook this mistake since there were no fatalities, and on top of that, they were able to get rid of the two devils. Makima accepts it, but notes that Aki seems more flexible now and wonders if it is due to Denji's influence. Aki, however, goes on to say that she is mistaken as he has not changed one bit. In the morning, Aki wakes up and washes himself. After making himself coffee, he goes and sits on his balcony. Then Denji wakes up after and goes to the bathroom. While Denji eats breakfast, Aki starts doing the house chores. Later, Aki starts to prepare curry for lunch. Aki and Denji hear someone knocking violently on their door. When they go to check the door, they see that Power breaks the door open and she enters. Power states that her place looks pitiful. Aki gets a call from Makima, who tells him that she wants to put Power under his care too. Just like Denji, Makima assures him that Power promised to behave. Aki goes on to ask her why she has been giving him the responsibility of people who are the hardest to deal with. She then tells him that it is because she trusts him the most. Aki does not say anything, and at this end, he agrees to take the two under his care. The three are about to eat lunch, but seeing veggies in her plate, Power picks it and throws it away, stating that she doesn't like food. Both Denji and Aki scold her for misbehaving and wasting the food, but she doesn't care. Power then clogs the toilet as she doesn't like to flush each time, and then she only likes to bathe from time to time. We see that she does not know all about how to live like humans. As Denji and Aki complain, she finds them absurd and delicate. Denji is trying to unclog the toilet when Power comes and points at her chest and signals a grab. She states she's fulfilling her promise and will let him touch her. She sits in the toilet and tells him that he has 3 squeezes. 1 for saving Myowi, 1 for killing the Bat Devil, and 1 for protecting her from Aki. She originally did not intend to allow him because she never wanted to live up to her end of bargain. She adds that she changed her mind when Denji helped her with all his heart and saved her life multiple times. Excited as Denji looks on, she asks him what is he waiting for, and she tells him to come closer. Denji thinks she is an angel.